success. We live it right here in the gym. Wait, hold on. Y'all see where we at? We had to do things a little different this episode. We're switching it up. We're at the best of the best, the top of the top, the filet mignon of auto customization. Y'all see what it is, 20 reps auto restyling. The episode we're bringing y'all today is for a special occasion, for a special guest. This guest is bringing everything that you need to know when it comes to just business mogul type stuff, when it comes to just leveling up, when it comes to just starting from the bottom and rising to the top. I promise y'all the episode today is gonna blow y'all minds away. Of course, I'm joined by my co-host, my boy D. What's up, baby?
What's going on,
Come
man?
holler at the people.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up, man? My girl, M. What's up, man?
What's up?
What's up? Question for y'all. Y'all ready for this guest?
Of course. The question is everybody else ready for the guest?
I know the people wondering, like, y'all see these masterpieces, but we gotta put the face to the masterpieces and the person that makes it all possible. So we got the man, the myth, the auto rapping legend. Let's welcome Fernando to, you know what it is, Pump Perspectives. Come on, my boy. What's good? We got the birthday boy too. Y'all wish my boy happy B-Day, man. It's the man that makes all this magic happen, man. So before we get started on anything, gotta give my man a chance to talk about what he do. Talk about yourself, bro. Tell the people.
Yeah, my name is Fernando. You already know I'm the owner of 20 Wraps. So if you ever want to get your car wrapped, you already know where to go.
If you need to get your car wrapped, he said that too chill. This man is too humble. If you need to get your car wrapped, this is where you have to go. The best of the best in the game, man. Let's get it started though. Y'all ready for this? We gonna mix it in with all the good stuff, a little lifting here, but also show off the dope cars and what my man, the artist himself, we're gonna show off all the masterpieces at once. Y'all ready? Let's go!
Hey, but before we get started, we're gonna start off with curls. We're gonna do a few sets of 10 of curls right now, so.
All right, perfect. So Fernando, the man of the hour, bro, the man of the hour, the man, the myth, the legend. You've built 20 Wraps into an empire, really, man. When they think of cars, they think of rapping. It's synonymous with what you do, bro. But the people need to know, bro, how did you get started, bro? Because getting to this level isn't easy. You've not only gotten to this level, you've taken over the game. Talk to us about how you got started in the game, bro.
Well, first, everything I remember at one time I woke up and I told my man, so I was like, hey, like, I want to tint my windows in my car, right? I remember I had like a Honda, I had like a whole old Honda Civic, right? And I told him, I'm like, let's see how much they charge us to do the window tints, right? So we was calling places around, and then when they told us the prices, like it was too pricey for me. Like I couldn't afford to get my windows tinted. So I was like, you know, like fuck it, I'm gonna do it myself. So then I started doing it myself. I literally went to Walmart to grab some like chip film. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Yeah, a blow hair dryer, which I broke it. It was my mom's. I remember she was so mad. So then I just started doing it, bro, and it didn't came out as bad. You know, like you know when something is bad. Yeah. So then like next thing you know, I started looking into like some classes. Yeah. I wanna like find somebody that could teach me how to do window tints. You know, like. But it's a little crazy because it's like nobody will be really willing to teach you how to do something, you know. So most of the time, you just gotta figure out yourself.
So you were using YouTube and stuff to kind of learn yourself.
I started using YouTube, but there's the crazy part. Next thing you know, I was like I wanted more money. I wanted something bigger, you know. I'm like, if I only do window tint, I'm like, with your window tint, typically it's gonna charge you like around like 150 to like, and it could go up like 300, 400, you know, whatever. Yeah. But I was like, I want something more. Like I wasn't really into the window tints, you know. Like so I was like, back in the days, nobody was really like rapping in here. Like I didn't see a lot of rap shops. Crazy part is I hit up this rap shop and I'm like, hey, like I'm gonna pay you guys. Can you please teach me, you know, whatever, right? And then they never respond. So that's what I'm saying. Like nobody will really teach you how to do it. So mostly you gotta figure out yourself. But next thing you know, like I was like, hey, I wanna do raps. I don't wanna do just window tints, but then I also wanna do raps. You know what I mean? So I hit up this place, but they never answer. Funny part is, now they will reach out to me and be like, hey,
now they want
you were doing so good, you know, whatever, which is it's so crazy about it. It's all love. But then I started doing, I saw it online. I was like, the only place that was teaching was in New York. was in New York, so I went over there. I literally had to go over there every weekend. It was like every weekend thing where I had to go over there to like learn. I remember I used to work at construction. So like it was a little tough because I remember I would have to get up like at 4 a.m. Literally, I would have to wake up at 4 a.m. to go to work at construction. And I remember by that time we were setting up for Pimlico, like the Preakness, the races. So we would like set up all the tents and everything. So literally from 4 a.m. get off at 4 a.m. literally from 4 a.m. to 4 a.m. So then I would come home and then I would just be like, fuck, I gotta be in New York by 7 a.m.
What was it that like kept you motivated to like keep doing this?
Hey, listen, it was hard because it was hard because while all my homies were like in the club and everything, I was like literally into like that situation where like, okay, like, what do I do? Like, do I just, I wanted to just come home and go sleep so bad. But in the back of my head, it was something like, nobody really gives a fuck about you. You gotta know that. Nobody really, only you. And then you can always tell people, like I'm struggling, you know, like life is hard, you know, whatever, but nobody would do it. So you're the only one that gotta do it. So I always had that, you know, like in my mind, like, hey bro, like, I always had that in my mind, like, hey, like bro, like nobody will give a fuck about you, so you need to just get up and do it. So then I started doing it, you know.
Get to set of curls while you're talking, let's get it.
So then I started doing it, and that's how it went.
So I got a question for you, bro, because that's how you started doing it. You went to the school, right, obviously, to get started. You had to make sacrifices, tremendous sacrifices. Friends are partying, you got to be home, going to school, chilling, right, or working on your craft. When was the point that you knew, hold on, that light bulb moment, I think I could be great in this. I think I might be able to do this as a career. Because
so it's hard. It's hard because like when I went to classes, it will literally be like you go there and it's literally like 10 people or even more, 10 people. And then they will have you do like a little hood. For example, like they will have you do like a little hood and everybody will get on it. So it's too much people that they don't even give you the chance to like practice, you know? So I went to New York and did all that, but at the end of the day, that's just an idea. Every time when you go to classes and everything, and they tell you, when you come out of here, you're gonna know everything. Bro, the only way to really get good at doing this is just doing it, and you're gonna fuck up a lot, but you gotta learn from it, you know what I mean? So I went to the classes and everything, but it was hard because they wasn't really like teaching, they don't really teach you how to do it.
So you made it. So starting off, you made a couple of mistakes, of course, right?
Yeah.
And how did you bounce back from that?
Well, I think my difference was I was doing that in my car. I said, you know what I said? I'm like, listen, I really don't want to fuck up anybody else's cars. So I was just like, let me just fuck up in my car. So I was like, bro, I would literally just wreck my car a lot of times, you know, I will fuck up, you know, big time and everything, but just, you know, that's how I learned, you know. Fuck up a lot, but at least it wasn't a customer car, you know. Like it's a lot of people that just be like, hey, like let me get into vinyl wraps. Like this looks easy. But bro, you really don't know what goes through it. Like you gotta disassemble, you gotta take a whole, like for example, y'all see this Audi right here, right?
Yeah.
We could get in that.
This is the original, this is a Audi RA. The original color paint is gloss black. So now it is an expensive car. Now imagine if you don't know how to do it, how can you get a great job? You gotta literally disassemble the whole thing apart.
A lot of liability.
If you don't disassemble a vehicle, and that's one of the keys for a wrap to look flawless. You always gotta disassemble. You know what I mean? Like once you start disassembling, you know, like you get to tuck it in and everything so it looks more flawless. So like for example, if I didn't know what I was doing and a customer brought me this expensive ass car, you know, like I will, you don't want to fuck up in something like this.
So question for you, question for you, right? Because that makes sense. There's a starting point for everything, but you had to obviously get to a level, because we're gonna dive into this car, but before you're able to get to this level of wrapping this car, What was the first car that you rapped that you're like, you know what? I can do this thing. I'm confident now. What was the first one that you completed that you fully felt confident?
So,
You're like, I'm good now.
I always felt confident.
Okay.
I always knew I could do it.
Okay.
You know, like, cause I love cars. So if anything, like since I was a kid, like I've always been into cars. You know, like I love it. So I just feel like once you love what you do, it's different. Cause it's like you're really gonna get good at it. Like yes, it could get annoying sometimes. You know, it's gonna get you're gonna get stressed out. No matter what you do, you're always gonna get stressed out. So it's like I always had a lot of confidence. And I knew I could do it. So it wasn't like a car where I was like, I know I could do it.
Yeah.
I just knew I could, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
But it did get hard a couple times, you know?
Yeah.
So talk to us about this, right? And Emma, I know you're probably thinking the same thing as me, right? When was the first time that now, like you started making money off it though, right? Because at first you're saying you're practicing on your own. When was the first, tell us about that first customer experience. How did you get your first customer? And what was that experience like getting your first customer? What do you remember what car it was? What type of rap?
And how long did it take for you to finish it, right? Because I'm sure it took you a while.
For
'cause it was
sure.
your first
Well,
one.
my first car, I remember it was an SUV. So like, you know, when you first start in some business, you really don't know anything. You don't know how to do marketing. You don't know, and there's a lot of people out there that's scamming for marketing. And then you literally like get confused. You don't know what to do. You don't know who to go with. So it's like it gets hard, you know. Like, so I'm like, you know what I said? I said, fuck it, yo. Like I haven't done any cars and everything. There's no marketing. So I went to Facebook Marketplace. And you know how you see like the people selling couches and everything and all this type of shit.
Buy this couch for 1 penny.
Say it again?
No, on Facebook Marketplace, you can see all types of things like
Yeah,
buy
yeah.
this couch for $2. You're like, is that a scam? Is that real?
So I started there because you gotta remember that's free. You starting, you don't have money to pay and really like tell somebody like, hey, like okay, like let's do it. I'm gonna pay you for marketing. You know, like I have zero.
Yeah.
So I was like, that didn't stop me from doing it. You know, it's a problem when you start making excuses like, hey, like I don't have money, I can't start. So that's a problem. I always said, you just gotta start doing it, and then you figure it out, and then you figure it out as you go.
I love
you know. So I started Marketplace, bro, and then I remember it was a Tesla, which y'all probably
This
don't.
is the Tesla King, by the way.
Which y'all probably don't know, but when I started rapping, I remember I would do it like on the weekends, right?
Yeah.
So I would do it on the weekends, and then like. I used to work at Wayfair, so I used to do deliveries and everything, right? So they was getting mad at me because like every weekend I would be doing, you know, my side job, you know, side hustle, you know, whatever. So it was one time where they wanted me to be there Saturday.
Yeah.
And I had a car. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do the car. And I got fired. Now it's like, okay, when you get into a position where like you have to figure it out, it's different, because you're gonna figure it out.
Sink or swim.
I always said, bro, God always help you, but he gotta sees you doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just started doing it. And then what's crazy, and y'all don't know, is I didn't know where to rap. Because for you to rap, for you to rap, bro, you gotta like have it's gotta be indoor.
Yeah.
You could do it outside, but it's a lot of like dirt outside and everything, and you know, like I didn't want to do that. So my man's on his townhouse, we started doing it. I was like, hey, bro, hey, could you? I was like, bro, you have a garage. I'm like, is there a way I could do a car in your garage and just pay you like a percentage, you know, for like by car? And bro, he was one of the people that, hey, bro, yeah, bro, you know, I got you, you know, whatever, since the day one. That's why, you know, when he told me about the podcast, you know, like I was like, yeah, let's do it. It's like, no. So I used to rap his garage. And it was a little tough, and it would get hard because I remember the neighbors would like see me working in there.
Hating.
So they would be hating.
Wow.
Bro, it was bad. They would be hating. So they started complaining a lot, and I would be like, fuck, you know what?
And you're not even making that much noise or anything.
Yeah, bro, it was
I'm gonna tell y'all something though, right? About what he said. If you got a partner that you believe in, it don't matter what they say. The neighbors, they try calling the HOA on me. They try doing all that stuff. But I said, hey, my boy got a gift at the end of the day. So you're going to have to keep calling the HOA. They're going to have to come down here themselves and say, we got to move before y'all get me out of here. And I'll see what it turned into.
Yeah, because he wasn't the type of friend to be like, hey, bro, I'm scared. This might happen. You got to go. No, like, he literally, like, he didn't care, you know? So I appreciate that. Shout out to my man.
My man. So, bro, we got to take a quick pause, right? Because, of course, we're giving great content. But I know all the viewers are watching like, bro, tell me about that car. So when we see these cars here, bro, I would take a quick car break, as we'll call it. Take us through this car. First of all, tell us what car we're even looking at. Tell us about the inspiration, the motivation, just everything behind this. Because, bro, I'm getting dizzy. This thing is going crazy.
I know. So you typically for this car, well, this is CO6. You know, I believe it's 2014 CO6. Nah, I'm just playing with you. It's a brand new CO6, but this they made it for like one of my good customers. When he called me, he was like, "Bro, I just got this car, and I wanted to look like a one-on-one thing." So I'm pretty sure in the world. I really don't think so, because I know the page that sells this type of vinyl, and then they literally told me like this is not the only car, just the only Corvette CA that you will see like this. Bro, there's nothing else.
And you gotta talk to us about the detail. The detail, like I said, I'm going crazy. I'm getting like kind of dizzy here. It's going insane. How long does it take to wrap something like this? And for customers that want to know, because I know we're gonna have everybody watching 20 wrap. Like, you know what? I'm calling tomorrow. I'm getting my car done. How much would something like this cost to get done?
Well, you're looking at least something like this. This is not even a wrap.
Okay.
This is a color PPF.
Okay.
So what is a color PPF?
So with color PPF is thicker. It literally protects your paint. You know, wrap is more thinner. You know,
Got you.
PPF literally like protects the paint more. And it has like a self-healing thing where like if somebody like were to like do like a little scratching or something, like the sun cures it, you know, like it goes away. Like it goes away. Wow. So it's more expensive, but it's like very thick. Okay. So it protects a lot from like the rock chips and everything. So something like this, you know, like you typically gonna be looking around like 7,500 to 8,000.
But it's worth it, because think about a car like this, the investment you make.
And something like this, you know, you're probably looking about the turnaround time for something like this would be like a full week.
A full week.
You see this car like that, bro, but this car we had to like literally took everything apart. Everything apart.
Wow.
You know, like, and it was a tough project. I will say this has been the toughest project ever.
Really?
That I ever done.
Are the toughest projects the most exciting for you, or do you prefer just doing like a quick, easy wrap?
Well, excited, I don't know. I just get into a type of mode where I'm just like
focus.
So I don't know if you would call that excited or not, but I just get like real serious. You know, with like no time to play, nothing like that. I know I could do it because the customer told me like, hey, like, I'm asking you this question. Can you do it or not? If you can't, that's fine. That's simple. Okay. And you know, a lot of people get their feelings hurt. They would be like, hey, like, you see, this customer picky, you know, like, I'm not trying to do it. Right. No, like, you know, like, if you know you can do it, but I literally told my customer, like, yeah, bro, bring it to me.
Bring it.
I can do it.
I love it.
I can do that. Bro, and then there's another company that did the lights inside, which I can show you guys in a little bit. It's called Official Starlights.
Okay, say it again for the people in the back.
It's called Official Starlights. They do the star lights and everything, or if you want lights inside the car and everything.
Wait, there's the moonroof lights in here? You got those lights on the roof in here?
No, not on this one. They did the ambient lights on this one. Nice. You ever seen like the little ambient lights? Yeah. Or like the stars in the ceiling, which I got that in my car too. I'll show you. But shout out to them. They worked on this car. When as soon as this car went to their shop, they told me, I'm like, bro, which they do raps too, and they do good work. They do great work. And he was like, bro, this has been like one of the best raps I've ever seen in my life. Wow. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Because it's hard, because, you know, like when you started rapping, a lot of people fuck up. You know, like you will see like patches everywhere. Like, I mean, you look at this and you tell me.
Bro, this is amazing, man. So we got to continue down. I'm going to call this luxury row. We got to continue down luxury road, man. I know y'all see the B over there, man. Let's kind of zoom in for the people at home that kind of never been this close. I'm going to be as close as they probably will ever be to this. But zoom in for this, bro. Fernando, tell us about this beauty. What type of car we looking at? Tell us about just the inspiration, what type of rap. Because this thing is I almost feel like I got to step back from it. So the heat that's coming from it.
So as I can see, like that it goes to the same thing I was showing you. That's PPF. This is rap. Of course, the rockers are gonna hit it.
Yeah.
So this is like we did it like a while ago. So the rockers I got into the hood and everything. But this is this from 3M. It's called if I'm not wrong, it's called Matrix Black, something like that. I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure that's the name of it. Yeah. But
what type of car is this? Oh, I see the B, but this is a
Bentley.
Okay,
Bentley.
see, okay, I gotta be sure, like when you're around this, like,
so this customer was like, it's some cars that like this, like they completely white, but a customer will come to you and be like, hey, like, what can I do to the car?
Yeah.
And you can't just be like, oh, I don't know.
Oh, they ask you sometimes what
can you have to, because you gotta remember, it's people that be like willing to spend their money, but like
they don't know what they want.
And I feel like that's how I am. If I have my car and I didn't do raps, I will go to the shop and I'll be like, hey, bro, what can you do?
Wow.
And I want what I'm expecting to see is somebody excited. Hey, bro, you know what I can do?
Yeah.
I can do this and that. What you think? Ooh. I want to see you excited to get my car wrapped. Like. Yeah.
So let me ask you this: for your customers, like, do you have like a computer simulation before doing the raps to kind of give them an idea as far as what they're gonna see?
Well, as right now, the software do got a little problems, but yes, we do offer that.
Hey man, there's so much heat, man. We gotta take a quick break, man. Let's take a quick break, introduce a new workout, and talk about more cars for the fans at home. Okay. Let's get it. So actually, Fernando, I think you said we got special guests actually here that can talk more in details about the cars, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, we want to bring him on?
Well, this is my boy AJ. Come on here.
Okay.
What's going on,
my man. What's going on, baby?
Hey.
Welcome to Pump Perspective, baby.
I appreciate it.
My man.
Like, good seeing you again.
Hey, good to see you again, my brother. So this is a rare occasion having the opportunity for the person that actually owns the vehicles to speak in more detail. So AJ, talk to us, man. When you came in, first of all, what made you choose 20 Raps? And then when you did come in, how did you come up with this idea? Was this something you started at the top of your mind, or was this something that you guys freestyle? Talk to us a little bit about both of that.
So it actually started from this one here.
Okay, so we'll take it back here.
Yeah, so when I bought this, I actually went out to Atlanta, Georgia. Mm-hmm. This is a 2018 Bentley Bentayga.
Okay.
So it was all white. My idea, I wanted to get this thing completely wrapped. Okay. But when I came here to Fernando's shop, I know he was someone that was local to where I live. He brought a different vision, to me, which I didn't really see it until he said something about it. Which was, he knew I was gonna probably end up replacing the wheels. Yeah. And so he said, if you're gonna do black wheels on this vehicle, why not do a two-tone? So do like a black top with the black wheels and the white in the center. I think will really set this vehicle off. And it was the best idea that I think anyone's ever gave to me about doing a vehicle like that. So now it's like, ever since this vehicle and that idea that he gave to me, it made me bring out a different, more vehicles and more friends here to the shop because of that.
So talk about 20 Raps, because I love what you said. You bring more friends to the shop. What do you think this shop offers that other shops don't offer for somebody out there looking for a shop to call their home?
I think it has a lot to do with honesty and loyalty.
Okay.
I know a lot of people will tell you they'll get a vehicle done, let's say in 2 weeks, and end up doing it in 3 months, just holding your vehicle hostage, basically. Right. Where with Fernando, it was very clear cutthroat. It was, hey, drop it to me off on Monday, I'll have it done for you by Friday. And so it was perfect timing. But the best thing that I love the most is when he did a hood, he shot me a text message and said, hey, we got the hood completed, what do you think? So he kept me, up to date throughout the whole process of my vehicle, which made me feel so much better and more at peace. And that's what I love,
I love that, man. So seeing the greatness and what he was able to do here, obviously like, hey, we need round 2.
Yep.
The people, I know everybody at home is looking at this beauty. Yep. Can you just talk a little bit about what we're even looking at here? Talk about this beast and how this inspiration just came to life. So
this is a 2024 Chevy Corvette. It's a C8 Z06. Okay. I was on a list for about 1.5 years for this vehicle. Yeah, so once I went into the dealer, I built it, customized it the way I wanted it, and this car got delivered to me on December 19th, and as soon as I left that dealership, I came straight here with his vehicle because I trusted this man here.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
And so, I mean, it's a very, you know, it's a beautiful vehicle. It takes a lot to trust someone with a car like that. But so I brought it here and I said, Fernando, I want you to give me your vision, your idea on this vehicle.
Wow.
Yep.
So Fernando actually came up with somewhat of basically the concept.
Correct. So I was gonna do a normal wrap on this car.
Okay.
Where he recommended I do PPF, which PPF is a paint protection film.
Okay, that's what it stands for.
Correct.
Okay.
So like wrap, it chips, you know, but that's after a couple years, you know, rocks hit it, it will chip it. Where paint protection film actually avoids all that. So it paint protects, you know, that's what it's basically, you know, the name explains itself. So any rock chips, anything like that, he knew it was something that was very important, like the car itself. And he said, if you did paint protection on this vehicle, you don't have to worry about anything hitting it, scratching it, you know, or anything like that from road, you know, rock chips on the road or anything like that.
Oh, wow.
And so a lot of people do, which he provides a service. It's a clear brawl.
Yeah.
Which
Talk to us about
the clear brawl is what a lot of people end up doing on like a fender, a hood, a bumper, the mirrors. It's just mainly where the rocks usually hit a vehicle about when you're traveling.
Yeah.
So paint protection film is just a clear. It's a clear film, which you know, it protects the paint.
Okay.
Where with this idea, he said, you know, there's this design, and I know you like designs on vehicles. He was like, I think you should, you know, if you're gonna do the whole car, why not do this design on this vehicle? And I looked at it, and he was like, you're gonna be the first one with this. And
Because he was like, hey, bro, I want something that
different.
nobody has.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got something for you.
Yep.
How did you know? Like, was this something you already had in mind that you wanted to do for somebody, or did it take some time to figure out this is what you wanted to do for them?
Well, it does take some time to like just to think about, you know, they tell you the type of vehicle they got and they're like, hey, what could you do to it?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's when I'm like, hey, like, we're gonna get back to you. Like, just give us some time. And then that's when I put some things together, and then, you know, that's how we take it from there. I brought the idea to him. I showed him how it was gonna look, and he loved it. And then we made it come true.
That's unbelievable. I got a question for both of y'all actually about this. One from a customer perspective,
Sure.
one from the business owner's perspective. So for you, AJ, for the people out there that might say, hey, why not just get a better paint job for the car instead? It'll be a cheaper thing. I don't have to pay that much money for a sticker. Why make that type of investment? What do you say for the people that may have that type of outlook?
So for a vehicle, like I consider both of these vehicles, I mean, all four of these vehicles in here, they're high-end vehicles, right? If you ever go to trade it in or sell it, what the next customer on a high-end vehicle is gonna want, all original.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So I've enjoyed this car with the color the way that I wanted to enjoy, right? When I go to sell it, all I got to do is just
take it off.
I can take it off.
Oh.
So that's what makes this such a unique thing is you can customize your vehicle in any color, any way, and at the end it peels off. And now the new customer or that dealership has the vehicle exactly the way that they gave it to you at one point.
Oh, that's amazing. So Fernando, like, and you talk about that from an owner perspective, man. Like, so for the customers that are kind of on the fence, like, let's switch it up a little. Instead of saying from a paint job, the customer that's on the fence, like, hey, I want this sick wrap, but maybe I want this sick PPF. How would you help that customer kind of figure out which direction to go if they're kind of stuck between wraps and the PPF?
Well, with the PPF, it's kind of tough because it's like, it's already like when they send me the book samples, you know, from the companies, like it's already there. So I would literally, what I would do is I always set up a consultation. I like to set up a consultation. I don't like rushing just things over the phone, you know, whatever. Let's set up a consultation. Let's have you in. And then I'll literally just show him all the wrap options, the colors and all the PPF colors. And then, you know, I will explain the differences and everything. And then that's how I would kind of like take it from there, you know?
Hey, that's amazing, man. So we gotta say real quick, I mean, we got my man AJ. It wouldn't be right, bro, if we didn't have you just touch the curls at least, AJ. Would that be okay?
Yeah,
just to
let's
do a
do it.
set of curls. It's pump perspective, man.
And you already given the perspective, you just need the
You
pump.
gave unbelievable
All right.
perspective. Just a set of curls, AJ.
Cool.
And while AJ's hitting that, Fernando, would you say between these cars, have these been probably some of your more favorite cars to wrap between the two of AJ's cars that you see here? Would this be on the top of the list?
Well, I would say this two right here, this has been the toughest projects ever in my life.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah.
That's amazing, man. Well, you guys see, like the man, the myth, the legend, he makes it all possible.
Yeah.
AJ, you've been unbelievable, bro. We're gonna take a quick break and switch to the next
Cool.
workout. But you guys, y'all see it, man. From a customer's point of view, this is rare that you get this type of thing. I guess, AJ, before we leave, tell the people a little bit about yourself. Where can they find you on social, all that good stuff? I know there's gonna be a lot of people that wanna know. I wanna know more about that guy as well. Please tell them a little bit about
So
you.
man, I mean, I'm a car dealer guy. I buy and sell vehicles. As far as my IG, it's right on the side of the vehicle there.
Let's capture this.
Fernando once again made that happen for me. So it's the Albanian _AJ.
Okay.
It's my IG, it's where you can find me.
Oh man, we appreciate
We
you.
appreciate you, man.
Much love, brother.
All right.
We'll be back. Let's go.
All right, so I gotta ask you, with running a successful business like this, how do you manage everything?
Well, fortunately, I already know it's hard to do everything by yourself.
Yeah.
So you always gotta, as you grow, you always gotta like hire more people. So I got the perfect person for that. That would be Alex.
Oh,
as
another
a
guest.
manager of the
Okay.
shop.
Okay.
Welcome to Pump Perspective, Alex.
Appreciate for having me on.
My man. Man, so Emma, I guess this is the person that we should
I guess so. Tell us a little bit about what you do here.
So I'm Alex. I manage 20 reps. Just make sure that everything's like working properly, everything's running smoothly, there's flow into the business, everything's going out on time, everything's coming in on time. And it's just, daily checkups and make sure that everybody's on point with everything.
Nice.
And then keeping clients updated with the whole process and stuff like that.
Nice. And Alex, tell us from a managerial perspective. We know that could probably be stressful. You got Fernando calling you and saying one thing. You got customers at your next saying, hey, my car is supposed to be finished this day. How do you manage all the different personalities, but then also the stresses that could come from the job?
At times it can be very stressful, but the way we see it, what we believe here at 20 Reps is honesty. If we feel like we're gonna need some more time, we always update our clients ahead of time. We don't wait till the last minute. Communication is key in our business here. So once our client knows what's going on, it's just smooth sailing. Can be very stressful, but it doesn't weigh us down as much as people would think.
All right. And what would you say for you, right, is the toughest part about the job?
Toughest part about the job is actually, so I came from
Dealing
like
with
a car
Fernando?
back.
Dealing with Fernando?
Yeah, sure. But the toughest part is just like, I'm into the car world industry also, but the rap industry is fairly new to me. So it's just like trying to pick up the lingo and try to like be confident around clients and stuff like that. Sometimes I let clients know too. It's just like I'm in the car industry, but I don't know much about rapping. So it's just piggybacking off like Fernando. He'll always jump in and try to help me out and try to like give me information and stuff like that. So it's still a learning process for me.
Nice. And talk to Fernando like as a boss. There's probably going to be a lot of people that watch this and say, hey, that seems like a place I want to work for possibly. But how would you talk about this man as a boss? Because I know it can't be easy at all working with him.
So crazy enough, like 10 years ago, I was his boss and now he's my boss.
Wow, full circle
So
moment.
yeah. So we knew each other before that. So it's just like, business is business, but at the end of the day, we're always going to be homies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's really good for us to work together.
That's
and it's
amazing.
very open, and we're always like, we keep it 100 with each other all the time. You know what I mean? And then as for working with him, it's just like, here at 20 Raps, it's just like, he's well known already, So it's just like, sometimes we get jammed up and he needs extra hands on the floor. So like, he started teaching me how to rap too. And like, the learning curve is it's crazy because like, what took him like 5, 6, 7 years, he started teaching me and I started picking things up within 3 months or so. Yeah. So he's definitely a great like mentor to have and stuff like that. Not only just for rapping, but like business in general. Yeah.
I know you mentioned like no one was willing to teach you how to rap. So are you prioritizing like mentoring other people in how to rap?
It's something I'll probably look into in the future. Right now, we're probably like just too busy to do it. However, like if somebody come to me, like how I came to somebody, like I'll be willing to help, I feel like everybody deserves that, Yeah.
That's amazing. He's about giving back. So we want to dive back into it, right? I want to talk about this next car. We got you and Alex both here, right? So you guys could both give us just talk to us, both of you guys. Alex from the management point of view, you from the ownership point of view, the inspiration behind this car. How does this whole process start to get to a point where we can even wrap a car like this? You guys just expand on it for us, please.
Yeah, so I remember the first time with this customer came, as you can see, this is the original color of the paint. So he was like, it didn't have this carbon fiber, right? Okay. So when he came to the shop, he's like, what can I do to it? Yeah. It goes to the same thing I'm telling you. Customers always gonna ask you, what can I do to the vehicle? Yeah. It's easy for me to like know what to do because I saw the carbon fiber accents that he already got. So like we didn't do this, like he already comes with this type of car. So I was like, okay, how about we add some carbon fiber accents? Let's do the hood, fully carbon fiber, and let's do the full roof.
Oh, the roof is carbon
Yeah,
fiber too.
yeah. So now you know, like everything came together.
That's amazing.
And the customer said, I love it.
Whew. Oh, and it
Yeah.
actually has the natural
Yeah,
feel.
it has a texture.
Oh, wow.
It has a texture.
Is that something with every wrap? Does it come with like that texture like that?
There is
Or
a special.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's a special.
And Alex, how does a process like this start? Like, are they calling in to you first and you're communicating it to Fernando? Is Fernando letting you know? And then what?
Right, so there's quite a few ways to get in contact with us. You can visit us on 20wraps.com or you can see us on Instagram. If you go on our website, there's a section where you can put in a request form, and then once that request form comes in, I will take care of all of that. On the Instagram side, Fernando will take care of all that, and then by the start of the day, we'll come together and talk about like, kind of like, okay, what's going on this week? What kind of leads are we having and stuff like that? And then that's when it'll all go through me,
kind
and then
of
I put them through a
projects?
consultation process and stuff like that.
So important to like in the morning, you know, get your little coffee. Let's talk about everything. Like, let's talk about all the customers. You
team
know,
meeting.
like, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah,
You have
normally, so like with the flow, what I like about this shop is that every day we have like a 5-minute stand-up, right? Once everybody gets in, we talk about, you know, we kick it for a little bit, but then we talk about what's the game plan for today. You know
Yeah,
what I
a
mean? So
game
that
plan
way
for
we
today.
visualize how the day is gonna go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love that. And then of course we're in front of this beauty. I'm sorry, I gotta
Not a
talk
car
about.
girl, so you gotta
I need
close
Fernando to talk about this
Yeah.
beauty. Like, tell us first of all, what type of car are we looking at? Tell us about the inspiration. I'm seeing all types of things going on here, bro. I'm gonna let you just talk about the
I
masterpiece.
believe this is a 2018?
2019, I believe.
This is either 2018, 2019, Audi RA. And then that customer actually had a green wrap on it.
This was green.
It was green. It had a green wrap,
Wow.
right? So when he came to us, he was like, "Hey," he was like, "Can we just do the same color and everything, right?" And I was like, I kind of like told him like to change it up a little bit, you know. So like I was like, "Hey, listen, I think I got the perfect color for you." Like it's just you gotta know because. This color might not look good in another color. Sometimes it goes like that. So I was like, I got the perfect color for you, which is this brand is called Inozitech. Not anybody could get it.
Okay.
Of course, we're lucky. Shout out to Inozitech. We're lucky to like get like we're able
have
to
the relationship.
with them and get products with them. So I told him it's literally the type of wrap that it makes your car look like paint.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't even tell this is a wrap.
Yeah, exactly. So I told the customer, listen, I got the perfect color. It's called Nardo Gray. And I was like, let's do it. Let me do this color in this car. And he was like, I love it. Which is so hard. And I always tell my customers, I don't know why every time you come to like us and we put a vision together, it's never been a time where the customer would be disappointed. So I will always say that, hey, listen, just so you know, you won't be disappointed. You'll be happy with it. Yeah.
And that leads us to a good point, though, for both of you all, right? Is there ever a point in time where you guys have to tell a customer, I know you touched on this earlier, but has there ever been a time where you had to tell a customer, I'm sorry, but we just aren't capable of doing that right now? Has that time ever like come up with you guys with a vehicle that either one of you could think of where you had to turn a customer away?
Not really, no.
No.
That's amazing.
Nah.
So pretty much
We
anything
always,
that comes in,
yeah,
y'all
and
can
it's
do.
and it's so good. Like we always like, as far as this pricing, like we always try to work with everybody.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's something good about us. That we always try to work with everybody.
And a key thing I know the viewers at home are gonna want to know from both of you guys, so both of you guys could touch on this, right? Everybody's gonna want to get a car, right? A car wrap. A lot of people want to get a car wrap, but obviously there's price ranges. So just like you touched on, you try to look out for everybody. What would be the price ranges, just for people at home wondering, hey, is that something I could afford? Can you talk on that a little?
So we're gonna just keep it simple. Let's talk about like a Tesla.
Okay.
Let's talk about like a Tesla. Let's say Tesla, either model.
Yeah.
Model X, Model Y, Model S, Cybertruck. What is out there? Model 3. Any of those, the starting prices will be 3,000.
Okay.
Which like every color, anything. It changed. That's what I'm saying. It changed. The prices could change because sometimes you could want something like this.
Yeah.
or you could want something like that.
Right.
Or you could want something like when the sun hits it, like with color shifting. Color shifting means like, you know, like it has like a lot of like type of colors.
Yeah.
So it really depends on what you're looking to do.
Okay.
But something simple, let's keep it simple. Let's say that you have a Tesla and you want to do like a satin black or like a matte black, you're probably looking around like 3,000.
Oh, see,
28 to
that.
3,000.
I love that.
2,000,
You find a way to
3,000.
work with all customers
everybody.
too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's unbelievable. I think that's really commendable because some people feel like I could never afford something like that. But you're saying no matter if it's maybe a little out your budget, we're gonna find a way to work with you and make it happen. Come in and talk with us.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You guys, well, I appreciate it, guys. We about to switch like kind of the setting right now and give them a look at what else we got to offer. So let's take a quick break and show off what else 20 Rap has to offer.
Let's do it.
Let's go. So, bro, of course, we're out here looking at all your other masterpieces, man. But everybody wants to know, what do you drive, man? What are you driving? Tell us about what you're driving and just go into detail about that.
So I drive the 2021 GLE 53 AMG.
Okay, is this it right here?
Yeah, this right here.
Woo! Sheesh.
So if y'all can see this is a suede black
I was
wrap.
about to say,
It's not a regular matte black. It's literally suede black.
this is insane, bro. What?
And then just so you guys know, we not always offer a full wrap, but we always offer if you want to just throw some accents.
Yeah.
Like y'all see how I did the pink accents on this
Oh,
one.
in the front, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I did the pink accent on this one on the wheels, and then of course we paint also brake calipers, so we did that as well.
Oh, so you do other stuff besides rapping?
Yeah,
So what other
exactly.
services could somebody come in and get?
So we always do like the starlights, of course. We do starlights. We do accents and racing stripes. You know, whatever you want to do,
Okay.
we do it. So
Can we get
let's
inside
check
this?
out.
Can
Yeah,
we-
let's
okay.
check out the starlights on this thing right here.
Ooh, okay.
Y'all can
Check it out
check
inside.
it out inside.
Yeah.
Y'all can see the stars.
On the roof.
Yeah.
Sheesh. That's amazing, man. And how long would something like this take? Say if somebody wanted the same type of wrap plus the stars on the roof.
You're probably looking at around turnaround time of like 4 days.
4
or-
days? That's pretty
yeah,
fast though.
Or 4 to 5 days, I would say.
So for the wrap and the roof.
Yeah, yeah.
That's amazing. And for this, the roof, is this the company that you mentioned earlier that did the
So
starlights?
yeah, that they did mines.
Okay.
Official Starlight did mines.
Okay.
However, we do ours too.
Yeah.
So you know,
Oh, this is
We all-
amazing, man. This is amazing, man.
Yeah.
Well, Fernando, it's been unbelievable. I gotta just ask you one last question, though, bro.
Yeah.
20 Raps is obviously on a pace that is record breaking. You guys are doing some of the biggest things in the auto customization industry. What is just some of the future goals that you have for the company? Where do you envision it being, let's say in the next 2, 3, 5, 10 years? Where are we going?
well, we're going to Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah, that's
okay,
gonna
so that's
be-
random. You gotta talk about that. Why Chicago?
Yeah, well, my girl's from Chicago, right? So
Okay.
I go there a lot.
Okay.
Like we always go over there. She go visit her family. So when I'm there, you know, like I'm always like, you know, like
What could be next?
What could be next?
Okay.
So I love Chicago. I love, you know, like the car industry over there is just like super nice. So it made me feel like I want my second location to be here.
I love that. You're
So,
thinking big,
yeah,
big
for
city.
sure.
Hey,
It's
y'all
Chicago,
heard,
man.
y'all heard it first, man. Fernando, man, well, we thank you for
Yeah.
coming on Pump Perspective. We ask
You
all our
already know,
guests
bro.
one question, man.
Yeah.
For the next podcast, if you could recommend somebody that you're gonna help us get on the next episode, who's somebody that you want to see on Pump Perspective next?
Y'all can get with Official Starlights.
Official Starlights,
Yeah.
and you're gonna help set it up for
Yeah,
us.
I got you.
So you guys heard what it
got you,
is,
guys.
man. Before we close out, though, let's just go through this beautiful artwork. This is the painter. This is the artist himself. But let's just take a look at some of like just his masterpieces that he has here, because I think it's worth noting. This man made it all happen. So just take a look at all of this. This is beautiful, beautiful. You guys see it all, man. 20 Raps is the place to be. If you need your car wrapped, if you need that magic done, this the man, this the place where you gotta be. You guys see all type of cars. Y'all seen the cars inside. Y'all see the cars outside. This man is making it happen. Unbelievable. And as always, guys, like and subscribe to the YouTube and follow us on all podcast platforms. We're out. I hope y'all have fun pumping perspective today. Deuces.